And what's up, everybody? Welcome to Allerton.com. I'm your host, Chad, and I'm joined by Jason, and we're going to run down Ubisoft's 2016 E3 press conference, and we got a ton of crazy stuff coming for you guys, and we're going to start off with some Ghost Recon Wildlands gameplay stuff.
Great.
Totally blew my mind on...
Yeah, I'm a Ghost Recon guy from back in the day.
Yeah.
So, like, this is a game I didn't like the last couple Ghost Recons, to be perfectly honest. They felt, like, too far away. That the future stuff didn't feel like the Ghost Recon I grew up with. So this, getting back to the team, the sniper, like, in the woods, just, like, feeling like you're hunting prey. It's got a little, like, more action, like a little like Call of Duty vibe to it, but it still feels like Ghost Recon, and this looked really rad.
Yeah, dude, and all the, like, the vehicles, like, then the 4 players working together that you can do these, like, story modes, and there's so many different ways. They were flying the drones, targeting all the characters. Like, it was getting actually pretty crazy in there, man. And I liked it. The only problem I had with it, I love the game, and I'm super excited it's bringing me back, but the indoor textures and lighting didn't feel as good as when you compare it to, like, something like The Division. When they're running through the houses and they just, like...
I can see what you're saying.
Beyond that, though, dude, totally in on this game, man.
Yeah, because the trees and stuff look really good. The wilderness looked great. And
when he ran in there and he, like, found the motorbike inside the, like, bushes, and then he hops on that and he's peeling out, dude. The conversation was actually good, too.
It was a cheesy press conference conversation. It did the trick.
Dude, and that's coming out for you guys March 17th, 2017. So, hey, it's only a couple months into 2017 when we're kind of seeing a lot of games coming out in 2017.
Yeah.
But something, dude, that's also probably coming out in 2017. It's South Park, The Fractured Butthole.
One of my games of the show. Hands down, one of my games of the show.
Why don't you tell them about why it's your hands down game of the show? Also, why don't you tell them about what award it missed out on?
It's still, like, actually, I was looking at it as it was playing on the screen, and I was thinking to myself, man, this game still looks amazing.
It's like, even better.
Because they're like, okay, this is actual gameplay right now. And you're like, okay, so when is the CG stopping and when is the game starting? And you can't tell, which I stand by being an amazing visual trick if you can make it look exactly like the TV show.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fart, when the special fart had, like, this great explosion of
Dude, it looked
dust.
like a real fart. Oh, well, not a real fart, but like a real dust.
Yeah, and it was, like, really dramatic and cool. And I don't know, dude. And it seems like Trey Parker and Matt Stone were on stage, and they were talking about the mechanics of the game and how he's, like, a big board game freak, and he wanted the game to have more depth to the fighting engine, but still be accessible.
Yeah.
And from what the little bit we saw, it definitely had that. And superheroes.
Yeah, dude, that you get to make your own superhero. The story is kind of going around like Civil War they were talking about, dude. They shit on DC a little bit. They shit on Marvel. Like, they're just cracking jokes left and right.
The jokes against Superman, Batman vs. Superman not getting out of their first phase was pretty great.
Yes, dude. And then what do you think about the new combat system where you can actually move? It's more strategic. You can push guys. You can pull guys.
Yeah, being able to, like, interact with the environment was really cool.
Combat system's up.
South Park, we battled about, it was almost our game of the year.
Yeah.
It was so good. And then it almost won best game we played last year.
Yeah.
The next year, for some of us that didn't play it the first time around. It could be one. It comes out this year, right? 2016?
Yeah.
This could be the first game on Allerton's history to be nominated 3 straight years.
It could, dude. It could be, dude. Stay tuned for the
South Park series could be nominated 3 straight years.
Dude, Allerton.com Game of the Year Awards. Make sure you guys stay tuned and check that out later on this year, because this game is looking like it's on the radar, man.
Yeah.
We also got introduced to a new expansion and DLC for The Division, dude. Underground. They showed off some of the stuff that's going to be exclusive to the Xbox One on June 28th, coming out here 30 days prior to the PlayStation 4. I got it on the Xbox One, so I get to play right away. It looks pretty awesome, dude. Adventuring down into the underground areas, checking out some of that stuff. They also gave you guys a teaser of a new survival. That video was amazing. When the guy got captured, he was about to get executed in the snow, and then all of a sudden, like, his teammate came up and, like, went away. You don't know what it is because it's just like a teaser, so they didn't explain it. But we'll have more for you guys on the underground DLC expansion as it comes out, too. We got a couple more weeks before it comes out, so we'll get some more.
This is total fan service to me.
Yeah.
Like, this, like, if you weren't already in Division, this isn't going to sell you on Division. This is just stuff that people that love Division are going to get super excited about.
Yeah, and then there's new costumes and stuff like that you'll be able to get. You get one, Chad gets all 3. That's how it goes. We also had a introduction to some VR stuff. So they showed off Eagle Flight, PvP stuff. Okay, whatever. You know, it's player versus player. If you got 5 headsets. But the kicker was, the awesome thing they showed off was Star Trek Bridge. LeVar Burton comes out on stage, dude. Are you kidding me right now?
I know. I was geeking out, dude. Like, with the second, like, they kind of, like, zoomed out to see the full Enterprise. I was just like, I need this. I need to do this. I need to be on the deck of the Enterprise. I need to be hitting these buttons. And the fact that he's like, in full-on Geordie mode.
Yes.
While he's playing with his castmates, and they were just loving it too. They were like, dude, he was like busting out the lingo,
Yeah.
and he was just like, he's like, I'm there, I'm doing it, and the lingo was just coming to me. It was so good. It just felt so good.
It looks good. It seems like it's gonna be a lot of fun. The only problem is it looks like it's gonna be like a $10 game. Like, it doesn't look like there's much beyond, like, you got 4 people together, and you're just, like, flying, like,
it does look
trying
like it's
to get
going to
the
be
plane.
a smaller experience.
Trying to get the, the Enterprise out of trouble. Like, it doesn't look like you're going to planets, you're going to combat.
Yeah, no. Well, maybe it's, like, got a lot of different, you fight the Romulans, you fight, like, the Vulcans, you, like, fight a bunch of different people.
That could be true, dude. You're getting, like, a bunch of different scenarios, dude. The Borg. We'll be having a hands-on demo later on this week for you guys, so we'll come back with more information on that, dude, as we get our hands on it. But you can expect to see that sometime next year when it comes out for you. Dude, one of my most hyped games, and we finally got to see some more for it. For Honor showed off some of the story mode campaign that we've never talked about on the site before.
You are so high on this game, dude.
I'm probably too high on this game, but like, it's just like, when I first saw it, I was totally struck by like the medieval combat and like how it was, you hit, you block, or you get hit. Like, it's just like that back and forth combat, dude, that I always go back to on old PlayStation games. But they showed off some story campaign, which I didn't see coming, and it actually looked really awesome. It looks like it's a Dynasty Warriors that's doing it right. Like, you're not giving these guys 1,000 hits to kill them. You're boom, 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 they die. You move on to the next dudes. You can fight the next set of dudes, or you can just keep going.
It felt like a little bit God of War-y to me without, I guess, no, not God of War is a bad example. Yeah, like Rise is a perfect example. It felt a lot like Rise to me. But
and then the combat with the
way
samurai
you described
warrior.
the combat, yeah, like we need to play that one this week for sure.
We'll get a hands-on demo for you guys on that, dude. And if you loved your loved one like me, you should buy me on Valentine's Day For Honor if you love me.
Oh, there you go.
It comes out February 14th, 2017 for you guys. So make sure you guys check it out, dude. And we'll have more feedback on it. Hey, it could be my favorite game, or it could shit the bed. We'll find out this week for you guys. Tune into the block party. We'll have that for you. And then we also got a new game, dude. A mix in Trials and Blood Dragon, Trials of the Blood Dragon. So it's almost like a combination of like you're riding your bike and doing the flips and fighting bosses, but then you're running and gunning. You're in little buggies.
It's a weird
game. It's weird. I gotta play it and check it out because the trailer was probably the coolest intro to a game ever. Because it did like the 80s thing with action figures.
Yeah, and you had to love the developers coming out in full-on Zuba suits.
Yes, dude.
I mean, you guys
it's
saw
like MTV
you
video.
guys watched the Twist show. You saw that UB Chad was like front and center. They gave him the golden ticket. He's in the chair. He's doing all the things. After the conference goes off the air, these guys in the Zubos are like holding him up, like picking him up and holding him up. I mean,
I thought they were gonna carry me out of there, dude. Throw me down, dude.
But it's an interesting looking game. I love Trials, so I'm definitely gonna be all in on this.
Yeah, so we got a chance to take a look at that too. We'll have more as that comes out, dude. We also got to see more of Watchdogs 2. Man, I'm just really still on the fence. I'm getting sold. I'm starting to get sold on it.
I'm really sold on it.
I feel like I'm getting there. There's some stuff that I'm just not too sure about, but I do love everything they showed off with hacking the environment. That's the big thing, and I think that's the selling point for this game is hacking and controlling and manipulating everything around you.
Yeah,
and I think they're doing a good selling job. They tried to show off some stealth stuff and like some of the like putting the headphones on and listening to music.
Yeah.
But the big thing is like just knocking things all over the place, driving cars out, dude. Chicks leaning against it, dude, and drives it out from behind. Or just fucking around.
For me, it's like the switch in visual style from the Division from Watch Dogs 1 to Watch Dogs 2. Where it's not like dark and gloomy and sad. It's like a very bright, cool, fun, like West Coast looking game, very Grand Theft Auto looking game, which I think lends itself to this stupid world where you're like able to hack a minivan essentially, right?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of ridiculous and it kind of works.
But it leads for some super crazy creative ways to destroy people.
And it just makes the game automatically seem more fun when it's got more colors and you're doing all this fun stuff. So I went from being like on this game to being like really excited.
And I'm kind of digging the lead character too.
Oh, the lead character is great. He's got all this style and he's like very smooth and he just seems like just really cool dude. So like I'm all in on this one.
Yeah, it's amazing, dude. They got an awesome trailer. November 15th, 2016. It's coming out in just a few short months, dude. We'll have some more gameplay footage for you guys. We'll have tons more on this game as it comes out. I wasn't a big fan of Watch Dogs. You guys know I returned it right away. But dude, Watch Dogs 2. I'm super fucking excited right now for it. And the last game, dude, surprise, that didn't get leaked by anybody. Nobody knew about it. Called Steep, dude. And it's a mix of like SSX, the Dream version, and like a co-op. You get on the highest mountain, Mount LeBlanc, and you just like drop in and you snowboard, you ski, you hang glide, paraglide, you wingsuit it, whatever you want, down this mountain through trials, like through stunt courses against other people, dude. And the biggest thing for me is like I was afraid that when you'd crash and hit something, you'd look like kind of like an idiot, like it just like stop it. But like the physics, like I think
Dave Mirra style PS1,
yes,
like, flipping
dude,
all over things,
Dave
crashing,
Mirra style, dude. Remember when you just like hang and like slowly drop down?
Yep. Like yeah, the racing, the being able to like you and I to jump in a wingsuit, go on a mountain and race. It's like seems like a PR speak, but if we're playing the game and we find cool points on the mountain and we're like, let's do this, I think it could be kind of interesting. Yeah. And it looks like it's going to play really well.
It handled really surprisingly awesome, dude.
It's very pretty game. Like there's just, I'm a sucker for snowboarding games. I've been a sucker since Cool Borders. So I am really excited to like get into this and play in the snow. And I love that I can find a weird part of this mountain, right? Because the whole mountain is playable.
Yeah.
I can go anywhere I want. Find something that's a weird area. Make myself a challenge for you, and then you're going to go in there and do it. It could be a good thing for us in the community to kind of like come together and do some really neat stuff.
Dude, totally on board with this bad boy. And we played it, and it was crazy. The controls were awesome. I hit a ton of rocks. I blew myself all over the fucking mountain. You can restart instantly and super easy. There's some crazy challenges. I tried to go through like a power line, and I kept crashing into the power line. But like they have you go through these like neat nooks and crannies. It's an amazing game, dude. If you guys get a chance to check out the demo, we got some gameplay footage for you guys later on this week. But that wraps up the Ubisoft Press Conference. Pretty solid, man. From a party in the beginning all the way to the end, dude. I was kind of blown away by everything that went down. Thank you guys for joining us on allertonnav.com. I'm Chad. This is Jason, and we'll see you guys later on this week for more E3 coverage. Stick around.
Later.